Hello there, recluse. No, don't bother with the bowing and scraping and the your highnesses. Nobody's here to see you stumble over protocol again. Nobody's here at all. The clever little hiding place you found up here in the library tower with this high-backed chair. I bet people pass you by all day, up and down those stairs, right behind your back. Completely oblivious that someone is sitting just a mere meter away. You've made it quite cozy, haven't you? Pretty sure those patchwork pillows you're nested in weren't placed by the staff. Scooch over. Oh, don't you leave. I say we'll both fit. Shh, shh, shh. You don't want anyone else to find your hiding place, do you? Goodness me, your heart's pounding like a lark in a trap. Quiet now. You're just going to get nice and comfy underneath me. I'm not going to bite. Good. I'm glad to see you understand. At least, when to shut up and obey one of the higher station than you. That is so kind of you to be concerned, but my reputation will be just fine if we're found here. Or rather, it will remain the same. I've already got a bit of a reputation, as you surely know. Yours, however? My goodness. I don't think anyone had their money on you pulling any royal attention, let alone getting caught in a flagrant delicto. It shall be the scandal of the court season. You'll be on the tip of every tongue, and all the hard work you put into your reputation will be gone for good. Of course you have a reputation, one you've built very carefully. I have to hand it to you, recluse. It's a masterpiece. Of all the nobility my dear mother, the queen, expects me to be glad handling here at the court, you're the one I know the least about. By quite a lot. It's astonishing how you're always there on the outskirts of every gathering, yet always seem to be so politely absent anytime anyone might invite you to share an opinion on the latest quarrel, or get your thoughts on some new law, or just ask you a simple question about yourself. Oh, I'm sure you do know what I'm talking about. It's court life, you know. Everybody's always trying to line their pockets or shore up their power base. Generally, by trying to strip that money or power away from someone else. Mother always told me to watch for the little skirmishes, verbal or otherwise, amongst our loyal nobility. She says that's where the truth is, where people get emotional, make mistakes, and show their hands. But you've been here almost, what has it been, 10, 11 months? A year and a half? And these are our loyal courtiers who are, how do I put this delicately, A den of murderous, rapacious vipers. But not you. You pass through court life without a trace. Not a foot wrong, not a faux pas, not a word spoken that anyone might possibly disagree with. Everybody's got the vague idea that you're on their side, and nobody cares to learn more about you. It's like an anti-reputation. You're the third child of a major noble household, and even my own dear mother, when I mentioned your name, looked at me with complete confusion and said, "Who?" Oh, that made your heart start up again. Shh, shh, shh. My lark. Don't worry. I told Mother dear that I misspoke. Diverted her over to your cousin. The one with the, shoes and the belts and things. Why did I bring you up to the Queen? Oh, call it a final test, if you will. If you can make yourself invisible to her, then you are exactly what I've been looking for. You haven't even heard of what I'm looking for, recluse. How can you know I'm wrong? There you are. Good question. I'll tell you exactly what I'm looking for. You see, we have a bit in common. I'm a third child myself, and you know how it is. The first is the heir, the second the spare, and then the third, well, there's a bit of tradition in our family with what the third child is. Oh, the screw up. No, you've got some claws to you when you're pinned down. I like it. No, my lark. The third child is the spy master. No, no, no. You're not going anywhere. Hold still. I said hold still. Yes, that is a dagger to your throat. That's cute. You think I wouldn't dare. I spent half of my time scything down murderous little plots and schemes from you spoiled highborns. You wouldn't be the first noble of your generation to come down with a sudden and deadly illness that sends you home in a closed casket. You wouldn't be the first I've killed for knowing one of my family's little secrets. Well, of course I told you. You're going to need to know, now that you work for me. I'm sorry. Did it sound like I was asking a question? This is a direct order. It's in that little oath of fealty you all take when you arrive at court. Remember? You vow to serve the crown, the royal family, and the country with everything you have. Laying down even your very life, if asked. Remember? No one ever listens to the fine print, even when it's coming from their lips. And also, if you don't, I'll, have to kill you. What do you mean you don't have any relevant skills? You've convinced a collection of the most conniving, suspicious, bloody-minded people in the kingdom that you're part of the furniture. God, if I had 10 of you, I'd... I'd have a lot more options, let's say that. Why, my dear Lark, I don't want you to do anything different than what you're doing right now. Drift along the edge of things. Keep your eyes and ears open. Stay attuned to exactly what everyone in your social circle is feeling, thinking, and doing. The only thing that will be different is you'll be reporting it all back to me. And performing the occasional small errand, dropping a note here, rummaging through a bag there. Maybe easing the contents of a small vial into someone's cup. Shh. My dear, I know you don't have a taste for violence. That's the reason you're perfect for me. Things can get out of hand very quickly in this line of work. I need someone whose natural inclination is rather more conservative. Someone I can trust won't take it on themselves to make those decisions that belong to me. So, calm that pulse, dear. Take a few deep breaths for me. No one can know anything has changed. Look at that. Even now, pulling yourself together so quickly. You are going to be a very useful little tool. You do ask wonderful questions. First off, I'll expect daily reports. You can leave them here inside this cushion. Start with... Let's have you develop an interest in horses. That's boring enough for you, yes? Lord Sequentin and the ambassador from Rong spend much time at the paddocks. I'd like to know what they're discussing. Find out. When will this be done and you can go home? I remind you again, good noble, of your oath to your ruler, the royal family, and this kingdom. You will be free to go when I am done with your service, and I have decided you have nothing left of use to give. Am I clear? Good. You have your first assignment, recluse. Get to work. Oh, and darling, good luck.